Yeah, like I said, something a little bit different. I don't know if you saw the Luke Beveridge comments on the weekend during his press conference where he spoke about the treatment of Aaron Norton, but he also didn't really speak about the treatment of Aaron Norton. He just kept referencing the fact that he has to be careful. And pretty much what he said was he was playing pretty well in the first half, and then for whatever reason, he wasn't in the second. And I know there's reasons for that. But then he wouldn't go into detail. Now, the issue I have with this is not that Beveridge is saying something or that he's being cryptic. It's the fact that he feels he has to be cryptic. I don't like the fact that players and coaches don't feel like they can say the things they need to say because they're going to be fined or whatever by the AFL. Now, Damien Hardwick's another one that said some things that have pissed the AFL off. Beveridge is one that obviously knows, that he's towed the line a fair few times also. I don't like it. If a coach wants to come out and say, yeah, I think we got shafted this week by the umpires, or I thought this was the case, should be able to say it. I mean, your coaches can get shit on, players can get shit on. How come the two arguably most important aspects of the game can have as much criticism about them as you like, but then you can't say something about the umpires, you can't say something about the rule changes, you can't say something about the AFL as an organisation, you can't complain about that, but then the players and the coaches can get shit on as much as they want. So for me, that is my crimey river. I don't like that they feel like they have to be silenced. I think you should be able to say whatever you like. I mean, obviously to an extent, there's some things you can't say, racist, sexist, all that sort of stuff. Yep. Don't say that because why would you be saying that in a press conference anyway? But yeah, I think if you want to have a silk and say, I thought Aaron Norton was held on to and didn't get a fair go from the umpires, or even just say, I thought the umpires missed a few calls, that's fine. The umpires are allowed to be criticised. They're out there. It's their job. They get paid to do it. You're allowed to be criticised. So that's what I'm thinking. I know we're trying to stop umpires from getting shit on, and we're trying to, encourage more umpires to play the game and, officiate the game and all that. But I think you should still be able to criticise poor decisions because who holds them accountable otherwise? Yeah. If the players can't anymore, the fans have always kept them accountable, but we don't get listened to anyway. Brad Scott seemingly doesn't think there's anything wrong. So someone has to do it. So I think, coaches should be able to say whatever they like.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't get that whole, because you look at sports overseas and especially America, they say whatever they want, really. Well, not whatever they want, but I feel like they've got more reign to say how they really feel about certain situations. So I know it's a different culture here and it's overseas, but I mean that's the whole theatre of it. And I think that's why a lot of people love it so much, because they love the theatre, the drama of the emotion after the game and from the coaches and the players and how they're really feeling. That's what we love.
Oh, 100%, because it's raw, it's passionate, it's real. You know what I mean? It's not fabricated. It's not a really well media trained conversation where you can tell they're not giving anything. They're talking without really saying anything. So yeah, I think let them open up a fair bit more than they are, and they shouldn't have to feel like they can't say anything. And Bevo shouldn't have to say, "Oh, I've got to be careful." Like, no, say what's on your mind, mate. Like if everyone disagrees, they disagree. It didn't stop him with the Tom Morris stuff earlier in the year.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So, I mean,
well, maybe he's too scared now.
But that's also because he wasn't talking about the AFL. He was talking about a journo.
Yeah.
So there was no repercussions for that. He knows if he says something about the AFL, they'll come down hard.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be the case. The AFL, the umpires, all should be left open to do as much criticism as the players and coaches are. That's my opinion. So in the industry, that's it.
Yeah, I like it. No, it's a good one. I definitely agree with that a lot. So I think Bevo, how much was he trying to really, really, really bite his tongue?
Oh, he was reining himself in, especially because then the journos started trying to bait him and go, what do you mean? What do you mean? And he to be fair to him, he kept his mouth closed. He didn't bite, but I think he should have been allowed to. So, we'll move on from that, but that's my crimey river.
Nah,